Hello, welcome to this very quick video. My name is Allie with Amory Speaks. It is Saturday, May 16th, 2026, and the question is, how do we cultivate infallible faith? There is a way, and it's exciting, it's happy. It's like I almost can't, it's so hard to explain yet so simple. And I think the main distortion and misunderstanding that comes through about faith and infallible faith and having a steady ground to stand on knowing, it comes with this idea of a thing, a certain sentence perhaps that you could say that represents it, and that it's translatable to others, and sort of like the joke's on us with that, when you think about it honestly, because the Creator is not like that. It's so how do we have infallible faith? Well, it's knowing that mystery is true, knowing that there's a secret to the whole thing, that there is a one infinite, benevolent Creator outside of it all who has the instructions and who sees outside of time and capacities that we could ever even imagine as to what the exploration of manyness is all about. The steady ground comes from coming back to the center every time. That's what the steadiness is the fact that there's a center point to come back to every time. There is this just isness place that not one of us could describe or see within another, or be there for in another's, and yet we always are in our own. And it's sort of undeniable and it's unexplainable. And the unknowable part of it is the signature of God. It is the thumbprint. It is the joke. He's waiting to see if you got it or not. And this is expressed in infinite ways. Just like love is expressed in infinite ways here in this creation. And so the infallible faith just comes from actually being comfortable in saying that I don't know. I'm just one part of this symphony that is orchestrated by something much greater than myself. And yet I know and trust that it is for the highest good of all. I will put my feet firmly on the fact that it is for oneness, and wholeness means if it's whole, it can't be against itself. There's no such thing as having, conflict of a single self, so it has to be love. It's not feel good, emotion, love, likes and wants and desires. It's not fluffy stuff. It's just this unconditional neutral love that is there, and that connects everyone, like just like a bond, a chemical bond, covalent, or so connecting to that knowing, and then seeing by confirmation that it's displayed in so many ways out in the world we're a part of, just in the beauty and delicate design, just in the way that seasons flow and day and night happen, just in constant motion and movement and change. You can't stay still and do nothing. And so truth, infallible faith, and having knowing of this truth, the one truth, it's a movement thing. It's like you've got to get into it and go with it. And then as soon as you do, it's ever taking care of itself, and it's ever helping you to keep going, and it's ever allowing you to ride upon it when you are tired, or you're guiding the way when you're energized. And knowing that that's always there, and that it's greater than you, and that it's all for us always in this great mysterious way. You just have to believe it. You just have to say it. And then it's like, that's the key. That's the joke. That's how you have faith. That's how it's infallible. It's not that it won't be upset, or it won't be tested or challenged, or it's not that it's the fact of coming back to it. It's the fact of living through it and still being you and learning something from it, and becoming better through it, you know. And of course, there's the choice of whether we want to come back to center, to God, and to love and unconditional love, seeking that true north of who we're really supposed to be, to our best, highest self kind of thing, you know, service to all, and respecting the whole in that way, and becoming a part of the whole in that way. Or when we choose not to, and we segregate self out as something special or different with a club or a group or whatever the case is, and think and try to create this confined, restricted version of the same infinite loop without actually respecting the infinite loop. So, faith can be distorted, just like everything here. This is what discovery of manyness, free will, power of choice, whatever we want to call this. Sorry, I'm like excited, so I'm skipping over my own words, but my brain's faster than my mouth. And isn't that great? That's proof right there in the pudding of how communication and how consciousness is at very different levels within us constantly, and that we're always kind of riding through these expressions and moving and changing, and, you know, alchemizing and exchanging energy. And again, that's proof about infallible faith, of the returning, of the motion, of the oneness in the whole that it stands on, or that it circles around, it centers around, you know. However, it can easily become a standing point and a local point of reference, just like the center of a circle is for every angle and line you make around it. And it's equal for everyone. It's equidistant, you know. That center point can become a pivotal axle, and it can become a real point, you know. So anyways, that's what truth is standing on and wrapped around. That is how I feel we can have infallible faith in ourselves and each other, and in the great creator. If we have it for the great creator, we have to have it for the self. When we have for the self and the great creator, the other becomes a working point that we can really exercise. Some come from it more naturally, and others struggle with it. And sometimes it's different placements of experiences and people that make us struggle with it more or less. We find ourselves, you know, tested by some and in melody and harmony with others. And it's not that we're just supposed to do the one thing. That would create an imbalance. We're not supposed to just surround ourselves with no challenges, with no tests, with no expressions of across the spectrum. You know, that's what we're here to do. But of course, it's supposed to be well balanced, you know, in reflection and honor of the whole, so that it adds to the whole collectively. It doesn't take away from it. So yeah, that's my quick little afternote message, my afterthought for the afternoon. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.